What up, y'all? It's your dude, Born Shining here. I'm Born Shining, you're Born Shining. And don't let nobody ever tell you otherwise. And if they do try, tell them to stick it where the sun don't shine. First, I want to give a shout out to the universe, great creator, the spirit which moves through all things, the ascended masters, my archangels, our archangels, my spirit guides, spirit animals, my ancestors, and crossover loved ones. You know, just a quick thought. I heard a little birdie told me the other day that the president of the United States of America is sending $500 million to Ukraine in the form of assistance, and he sent them military aid and whatnot. Now, this might sound a little selfish, but aren't there people in this country that need that money? Aren't there people? There's people in this country that $500 million could do a lot for the United States of America. That might sound selfish to some of y'all, but to me that just makes sense from a couple different perspectives. One, that's a lot of money. All right, that ain't chump change. That could do a lot of good if used strategically and intentionally. The other thing is, where are they getting this money? Where does money come from, y'all? Where does money come from? From the trees? From the printing presses? Does it come from the bank? Federal Reserve? No. Money is created out of thin air on a ledger. Out of nothing comes $500 million. Money is created out of thin air. Okay? So if they wanted to send another $500 million, they don't need to have $500 million. It's created out of thin air on a ledger. Fractional reserve banking system means you only need to have 10% of reserves, 10% of assets in reserve. Which means that if you deposit $100, they only need $10 to loan out another $100. Think about that. What would happen if you did that? What would happen to you if you did that? What do you think the repercussions would be? If you tried to create money out of thin air? I'm telling you, folks, it ain't pretty, but it's reality. All right? And besides, we're sending that money to Ukraine. I'm not saying that Ukraine couldn't use the money and that there's people over there that can't benefit from having $500 million, but do you think that $500 million is going to go to the people that need it? Have you ever heard of the word corruption? Do you think that all the money that gets sent to the Ukraine is going to go to the people that they're showing you on the news who are displaced from their homes, losing family members? I'd be surprised if any of those people see a penny. And what's more, the more money that's created, the more money that's in circulation, it devalues the rest of the money that's already been in circulation. So on multiple levels, What are these people doing? It just makes me wonder, what are these people doing? Because it doesn't make any sense. I'm not expecting them to make sense at this point. I'm just wondering, what do we got to do to change this? I got to walk around shaking people? Come on now. Let's get with the program. It's 2022. Why do we not know this stuff? Why is this stuff not common knowledge? Why do we need translators in our own country? Why do you need a translator to tell you what your rights are? Why is that not taught? Why does every kindergartner not able to explain what their rights are? I mean, if a child can go to juvenile detention centers, all right, and be held accountable for their actions, why do they not know what their rights are? Seems kind of weird. I can tell you one thing for sure. It ain't about empowerment. They're not trying to empower you or me. Because like I've said in other videos, where would that leave them? I'm telling you, it doesn't need to be this hard. All right? Doesn't need to be this hard. All right? If that resonates with you, man, like, share, and subscribe. Love you. Talk soon.